At 16, I was left with no food, no home, and no family. I'm 25 now, and for the first time in my life, I can say I have a family. But not the one I was born into. I don't know much about my biological mom. Sometimes they told me she died, other times they said she abandoned me. It was never clear. But honestly, I didn't care, because since I was 8, survival mattered more than answers. I grew up with my dad and his wife. Saying they raised me would be generous. I cleaned the house, figured out what to eat, and went days without anyone speaking to me. They never cooked for me. At 14, they told me I wasn't allowed to touch the food in the house anymore. If I wanted to eat, I had to figure it out myself. I had to drop out of high school where I should have been at that age and find any kind of work. I sold gum, cleaned windows, anything. At 16, they kicked me out. No warning, no suitcase. I spent a full year sleeping on the street. Sometimes at a bus stop, sometimes in a park. Sometimes hungry. Always alone. One day, I was asking for food outside a supermarket when I saw an older woman struggling with too many bags. I offered to help. She looked scared at first, but when she saw I wasn't trying to steal or hurt her, she let me walk her to her car. She gave me a sandwich. It became a pattern. She'd find me, offer something. I'd help her. Then one day she said she'd spoken to her sister and they wanted to offer me a place to stay. I was worried. Not for me, for them. Why would they trust a stranger? She told me her sister was a social worker. She'd looked into my case. They knew enough to not be afraid. It was supposed to be temporary. But here I am, 8 years later, living with them. About to graduate with a degree in social work. No, I wasn't the top of my class. I didn't graduate with honors. It took me longer because I kept working to help them, and school was never easy for me. But I made it. And now I look at my 2 moms smiling with pride. Because no, you don't need to share blood to be family. And being related doesn't guarantee love.